first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day. Set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling. Just keep the ball moving.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On play action. Fields. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game, and I remember,
touchdown, Detroit! Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bijan Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here, hauled in by Kupp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's Fields. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Fields. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To about the 23. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Power against power. Something's got to give. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. 71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop in this first half.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a 1st down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards, as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Across midfield. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist, and I really don't want to train Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff, Barkley running left, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields got his man Dell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A shotgun snap, Fields flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate right from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Fields on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Extend.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Fields on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
21. Here we go. 11. 11.
Jones on 1st and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. On the draw, here's Jones to keep it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Lions will take over. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And quickly, they get to the line. Off play action, Fields. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Again, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Right side, there's Likely with it.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Across midfield. He's on his way. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Looking to throw. Jones. Checks this one down to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones now. Off play action. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Isaiah Likely. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
To Barkley on the check down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Fields throwing again. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the ball.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up the third and 2 more. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Again, it's Robinson.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger
plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On first down, Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now first and goal. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. All eyes on Fields. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All 3 tight ends in that formation, that's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Jones. Oh, that is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jones. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Keep it up with the Joneses. Marcus Jones picks off Mack. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Now Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 2nd and 10, Fields taking a shot for Dell here. And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Lions, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.